What's up, guys? We are coming at you from our 60-foot Hatteras, and we got Benjamin, Kennedy, and Captain Sarah here holding the camera. But we thought we'd give you some context, and that's what this is about to do for you. Give you some context to how we ended up on a 60-foot Hatteras, and like kind of the whole whimsical, fun, exciting story and not always exciting story that happened when we started with our 27-foot Sea Ray. Is that Benjamin?
Yes, I do.
So we took the 27-foot Sea Ray out, and that 27-foot Sea Ray, you know, with almost no experience, well, with one experience of one overnight, we bought a 25-foot wood Chris Craft. We did one overnight on it, and then we sold it promptly. And then we moved to the Sea Ray 27 that you're about to see. And we did our first long cruise, and we went from 1 day to 21 days with no experience. And then from there, we've kind of done a lot of things with limited experience while trying to build a good team. And that's a lot of the people that you see around us in a lot of these videos, is people that are helping us kind of slowly try to achieve our goals, which is ultimately get down to Mexico and get up to Alaska. Mexico first, and like I said in the last video, the idea is to get that to happen come this fall, weather permitting, of course. So anyways, again, no experience from a 25-foot wood boat that we promptly sold after our first overnighter, to a 27-foot Sea Ray, then off to the 34-foot Bayliner, and now we're sitting on the 60-foot Hattie, baby. So we're super excited to continue to push our goals, but this video is going to give you some context on where everything kind of got going for us.
Oh my god. Hold on. Let me fix it. Cool. Legit. Benjamin. What was that?
It's like I'm drinking my Gatorade.
Nothing.
Quench it.
Kennedy,
And the last one. Yes.
what do you got there? Yes.
Ooh, blue. I think blue is my new favorite color, or my new favorite flavor. I am really liking the blue.
Kennedy, do you want to show off the new pillows on the Hattie?
Oh yeah.
So we're thinking these are a little too busy. Benjamin, do you want to show off yours?
Oh, yep.
Turtle, seahorse.
Octopus.
Sarah's got the octopus. But I think solid colors. It feels busy. Let me know what you think. But anyways, Sarah, what were you saying?
I was saying the Sea Ray, which was our beautiful first boat where we started the cruise out, was we were in Discovery Bay. The kids were swimming in our cove in the delta there, and we were sitting in our chairs, and we were kind of wondering, gosh, what should we do for fall break? What should we do? And then we just started saying, hey, what if we went to different marinas? And we're like, oh, okay, well, what would that look like? Should we drive there, or like boat there? We had never been on a cruise out before. We just got this brand new beautiful Sea Ray, had cabins, you know, boat camping, and that's where it all started. We just started calling marinas, making reservations, and we're like, okay, well, let's use this dual engine, which sometimes we used as a backup engine. One engine and a backup. So yeah, we're just starting there. It was amazing.
How do you start it off? You've already started it off. You are live. No,
Yeah.
actually.
The sea, I love the Sea Ray because.
So for the 27-footer Sea Ray, I would say that my favorite part about it was probably just doing more delta cruises instead of like the ocean and bay now, because doing the delta cruises we got to like it wasn't as scary and there wasn't like big waves, and now on the 60-foot Hatteras we like go to the ocean, but also I like experiencing and traveling the ocean more, but I like the marinas at the deltas
Like take two, baby.
So I loved the 27-foot Sea Ray a lot because it was very small and it was compact, and I was able to hang out with my mom and dad and my sister. Very compact and everything, but instead of like the 60-footer, I really like the 60-footer because now I'm like older, so I'm able to maybe get some space between them, but still able to hang out with them a lot.
Picked up this Sea Ray cruiser, which is 27 feet. It's dual motors, dual Mercury motors, and didn't even know much about how to operate dual motors. All right, let's go bay hopping. T-minus 5 hours until our first ever epic cruise outer. We're gonna head out on our cruiser yacht. I say cruiser yacht, of course I'm using that term loosely, but we're gonna be out for the next 3 weeks, gearing up for San Francisco Fleet Week, and a whole bunch of other things happen on the water. Goal is 7 marinas in 21 days, baby. So wish us luck, and let's see where we can go. This picture's great in a sense. It makes it look like we're almost there. 4 hours left.
What's up, everybody? Ray Rink and Benjamin Rink coming at you. We are on day 2 of the cruise out. Pulled into our first yacht club last night. Got in about 9 o'clock. So a little later than we anticipated. Got pretty dark at one point, but anyways, pulled in pretty problem free, and anyways, really looking forward to what is hoping to be our longest cruise out yet. Hoping to jaunt around the bay in the San Francisco Bay Area here for the next 3 weeks, and looking to hit 7 to 8 yacht clubs along the way.
Yep, and I got some power fruit because.
Oh, power fruit,
Yep.
and power eggs, and for from the yacht club up there. So anyways, we're actually getting ready to head to Alcatraz. I've never been to Alcatraz.
Me either.
Benjamin hasn't either, so we're excited to check it out, and we're definitely going to share that with you too. All right, guys. Hey, what is up, everybody? All right, we are just pulling into Alcatraz. I got Alcatraz. I'm going to flip the camera around. You're going to see it in the background here, but we're just pulling in, so I wanted to show you guys and share it with you. Let's see if we can see it. There we are. Kind of right there in the background there. So anyways, we've got the kids in tow, and ready to have a great time out here touring Alcatraz. So I've never been. Sarah has. So she's going to give me the behind the scenes tour, I guess.
Ready to experience the rock.
Exactly.
Yeah, Alcatraz certainly did not under-deliver. I've been to a lot of different things, you know, like national monuments, parks, and things like that. Alcatraz does not under-deliver. It was very cool. To give you some context, though, where we were, where we're at in our boat right now, we're tucked way back in the Delta. So we actually jumped on some public transportation and then jumped on a ferry to get to San Francisco. While we get there later in our boat, just to give you some context to this trip, again, jumped from the Delta, specifically from Isleton, public transportation, to Vallejo. Then Vallejo, we jumped on a ferry that took us in.
I got everything that money can't buy. Fishing, hoe, and a Friday night. Million bright stars up in the sky. I got everything that money can't buy. Down home girl sitting to my left. On fire smoke with some real good friends. I ain't got a lot, but I don't mind. I got everything that money can't.
All right, day 3 was a little anxious today, but we took off to the second yacht club. That is Pirate's Lair, and we did hit some intense rough waters with swells kind of hitting over the bow and stuff. Had the windshield wipers going for about a half hour, but as soon as we turned up a narrow channel, specifically the Georgiana Slough, things got super smooth and nice, and currently docked in with the kids playing around.
Hey, what is up, everybody? Ray Rink coming at you. Beautiful Sunday evening out here in the San Francisco Bay Area. Pretty chillax conditions, if that's even a word. Water conditions are pretty calm. The tide's coming in, so there's kind of a constant ripple right now. We're day 3 of the cruise out. I've got Kennedy right here.
Hi,
and Benjamin.
we're on a boat with our life jackets.
on the bow of the boat with the life jacket.
Yeah,
Boom, pink flamingo in the
I
background.
climbed up here all by myself.
So right now, pink flamingo means home. Pink flamingo in the background. Like I said, day 3 of the cruise out. The goal here is a 21-day cruise out, and we're going to pop around 8 yacht clubs throughout the San Francisco Bay Area as we celebrate Fleet Week. And with that being said, we were at a restaurant yesterday after going to Alcatraz. And what kind of stuck out was the waiter had said he was 13 days in a row working. And it was interesting because you check out this picture I'm going to post after this, but it was a regulation at Alcatraz prison where it specified work hours and time off. And each prisoner was guaranteed 40 hours of work with the rest of the hours required as recreational work and so forth. Anyways, obviously significantly different times and different eras, and I thought it was nevertheless interesting. And I know all of us are, at least, I mean, not all of us maybe, but myself and I know some of my friends perhaps are looking for additional income, and the opportunity to do so online is so prevalent right now. And that might give you the opportunity to, do the 3-week cruise out with your family, kind of touring around, or maybe it's doing a Disneyland thing, or whatever it is. You can kind of enjoy time with there she is, with the people that are most important to you. And so I kind of saw this regulation when we were touring around Alcatraz, and then having dinner last night. It was actually at the Hard Rock Cafe down at Pier 39 in San Francisco. And, the guy had said, I'm working. This is my 13th day. And, major props to him. Specifically speaking, he said he had a $2,500 a month mortgage. And so obviously he's crushing that pretty quickly, making very significant money in consideration at Pier 39 in San Francisco. But nevertheless, is it all about money, or is it a little bit about spending time with the people that you love? And that's why, here it is. Boom. We're getting ready to, move on to our next yacht club. The idea is to go to 8 yacht clubs here. And again, the idea is to make it more all about family, and of course that takes money. But how can we achieve that with always not being present? And that's where I see a lot of opportunity with e-commerce and online marketing and so forth. So anyways, Ray Ring coming at you. Like I said, water conditions out here on a beautiful Sunday evening are tides coming in, and there's a constant ripple going across, but it's smooth, it's relaxing. We're sitting here on the bow of our boat, and Kennedy and I are calling the Pink Flamingo home.
If one of you guys will Cookie World see, I am a big fan of you. A big fan.
Cookie World C.
I got everything that money can't buy. Fishing hole and a Friday night. 1,000,000 bright stars up in the sky. I got everything that money can't buy.
It's a little chilly up here, I gotta say.
But it's worth it, Daddy!
It's worth it.
I'm going maybe 2 more times.
You're going 2 more times?
Yeah.
Can I go? I just gotta take
All right, may I go now?
Taco Tuesday fall break 2018.
Hey, full break.
I just going swimming, not going down the water slide.
Sunset dip. Woo! How is it? How do you feel?
Refresh.
All right, sometimes you just got to go for it. Like our family on this cruise out for 21 days. We've never made a trip that far and long in our little cruiser yacht, 27 feet, baby. But that's all about to change. We are at cruise out day number 5. All right, we are doing it. We're doing it, baby. We made it to our 5th day on the water. # cruise out. We're at the 2nd yacht club today. We're enjoying the sun, the lush grounds. Plan to make our way to the 3rd club tomorrow. That's the idea. We'll see. That might change. Cruise out plans for tomorrow, if we do leave, would be to leave and make it 5 hours approximately underway. All right, we decided to leave, but now I'm really questioning if we should have, now that I see this storm coming on us.
Hey, what is up, everybody? Ray Rink coming at you. I'm gonna talk at an elevated pitch. I'm not sure how loud this cruise in here in the background is, but anyways, we're here, day number 6 of the cruise out. We're having a blast. The intention, the goal is 21 days on cruise out. 21 days essentially underway, hitting up 8 different yacht clubs in the San Francisco Bay Area. Enjoying a big waterfront couple of weeks. We have the San Francisco Fleet Week coming up. We have the Waterfront Festival out there in the Vallejo area. And then we have a big yacht fest out in the Alameda area. So anyways, really excited. I'll kind of give you a quick glimpse of what's going on behind us. You can kind of see there, we just pushed through a bit of a storm. Things were pretty cool. You know, the waves definitely breaking over the bow of the boat. But right now it seems like we're heading towards the sunlight. We like that. So anyways, kind of give you a peek out the window. All right, so 8/6 of the cruise out, and just thought I'd check in. All right.
God. What does this mean? Oh.
Hey, what is up, everybody? Ray Ring coming at you. Day 6 of the cruise out. We are, Sarah's laughing at me in the background here. We actually docked about an hour ago, and so we got to sit here for about an hour and watch the storm kind of come down, the rain. You'll notice we're appreciating a double rainbow, man, a double rainbow. But anyway, so we're enjoying that, sitting here. At the stern of our boat, and of course the flamingo means home for the next 3 weeks. So again, day 6 of the cruise out, just pulled into Yacht Club Marina number 3, and excited to be here. We watched the storm kind of brew for a while, and then it's just really started coming down for a minute, so it was cool to not be a part of that. All right, checking with you guys soon.
All right, guys, cruise out, day 7. I'm feeling good. We tried to get an earlier start than yesterday because the winds kind of picked up and got a little crazy in the afternoon. Yesterday, we ended up docking in some pretty nasty wind and wanted to try to avoid that, and so woke up early. Today, we're actually making our way, so wish us some luck. Yeah, we made it. Vallejo Yacht Club. We are here. Highly underrated spot right next to a ferry if you don't want to take your own boat into San Francisco. And just a great, vibrant, like old historic downtown with great vibes and a lot of cool boutique shops and things like that. So Vallejo, California. Check it out. All right, we definitely patronized the local chandlery when we tied up. As I mentioned, we hit rough waters 2 days ago. Within a few minutes of boating, there were items I realized that we probably should have that were pretty apparent. Most of them were like kind of precautionary safety items, but I got to tell you, being a Boy Scout for so many years and spending all that time preparing and still coming up short, man, that was super frustrating. But as soon as we tied up, hit the local chandlery, and a chandlery is typically like at a marina, and it's where you can pick up your local parts and things like that. It's always brick and mortar, which is really cool. Very kind of more old school society. So it's kind of funny because the more things change, the more they stay the same. And definitely, as with some things, urgency is key. And even Amazon can't always deliver me what I need the same day. Well, not yet, at least. So this was super key and came through in just the time that we needed. And just really been enjoying the Marin Street area, Georgia Street, all that down in Vallejo.
It's his daughter though, because the boat and he wants me to film it. It's Fleet Week today. We are going on the big ferry to San Francisco. Hey, Benjamin. Hi. Wow, you're close. And there are some big planes out there. Look. Stop it. My brother actually slapped me once with everything in on my face. Bye guys, subscribe and give it a thumbs up.
Finally, Fleet Week is here. In this photo, you're seeing the guy on my right, Sean Tucker. He has an amazing story about becoming a Hall of Fame member for the aeronautics, performing for years for Fleet Week. And then this is his last big performance as he's going to start focusing on like education, training new pilots and things like that. So super excited to be here, super excited to be checking out this whole thing and being involved in our little ways, volunteering for the Patriot Jet team and stuff like that. All right, so this footage is actually shot from the ferry. So we left our 27-foot Sea Ray back at the Vallejo Marina, while we're going to eventually make it out of the San Pablo Bay and out to the San Francisco Bay for the Fleet Week Jet Show today. We just jumped on the ferry, which was in walking distance from where our boat is, and we're able to get over to San Francisco. All right, yeah, we are back underway, charting our course across the bay. Day number 11 on the cruise out, getting halfway across the bay, getting halfway across our goal here. Almost 21 days here. Of course, pulling out from the dock this morning ended up being a bit of a headache, but with a bustling marina and some strong winds, we were challenged but saved by a boat hook and some friendly neighbors. We try to keep an eye on the winds, as some of the channels and the bays tend to be a bit nasty. You get 3-footers that show up out of nowhere, but so far so good. The kids' attitude's super positive. They're having fun. The wife's in great shape in terms of, enjoying herself and not wanting to throw me off the boat. And kind of interesting, the kids definitely prefer some of those Delta marinas versus the big city marinas here.
What's up, everybody? Ray Ring coming at you. A beautiful day out here in San Francisco Bay Area. I gotta be honest though, these swells are a little bit higher than I anticipated. So not a big deal. We're actually heading away from the city right now. Where's the Golden Gate? The Golden Gates. Boom, there's the Golden Gate. But we're gonna go pull in over in Sausalito, enjoy a nice seafood dinner. And anyways, just thought I'd check in. We're day 11 right now of the cruise out. We're shooting for 21 days. We'll see how it goes. We set a goal. We'll see if we can reach it. Definitely don't want to drive the wife or the kids nuts, with everything and living on a boat for so long. But either way, this I think is a great example of setting a goal and just kind of slowly working towards it. So like I said, we set a goal to go on our longest cruise out yet, and we see that happening now. So very excited. I'm going to sign off now and check in with you guys in a little bit. All right. Whoa.
everybody. We have touched down here at the boat show. We've got some cool things in front of us, like the 2018 390 Express Coupe. The other one's the 2019 42-foot Cantus. That one's pretty sweet. Then, of course, the M51 enclosed pry bridge. That's the 2019. That thing's a darling. And I'll step back here so you can get a better view. And here's another 38-foot. I think that's a 38 Express. Up everybody, Ray Rink coming at you. Beautiful day out here in San Francisco. Happy Wednesday to you. We're actually still on our cruise out. We're at I think it's day 20 now. I gotta double check, but day 20 now. And again, like I said, the goal was hit day 21, hit 3 weeks of being in the boat and cruising to different marinas and so forth. Anyways, so really close to achieving that goal. Actually, it was a couple of days ago we were pulling into Yacht Club 8 of 8, and I think it was Sunday, and there was some really strong winds, about 20-25 mile an hour winds. All of a sudden, we lost power in the motors, and then all of a sudden those winds pushed us right up against some rocks. We ended up in a pretty narrow channel, getting slammed up against the rocks for quite a while. The wife had gotten pretty concerned. My level of concern was definitely growing, and the kids, they just thought we were on a wild ride. But anyways, as the boat's getting bashed up against the rocks, my concern was like growing by the minute. Anyways, we were actually able to get towed out of that situation, out of U.S. tow. By the time we were slammed up against the rocks, we didn't have time to get the power going to both motors, because we were already stuck in the rocks. So anyways, U.S. tow was able to come get us out, and ended up being somewhat of a traumatic situation, and then things kind of continued from there. So anyways, I'll definitely be dropping something a little bit later today, kind of explaining what had happened. But I had kind of essentially quiet for 2 days because it was all hands on deck at the boat, and we just didn't have any time. Everything became a very urgent issue after getting slammed up on the rocks. But anyways, I'll tell you more about that in a post later today. So close, we can taste it, baby. I mean, almost there. Day number 20, and then boom, boating nightmare. Let me explain. So here we are, last leg of our trip. Nearly 12 weeks ago, as you know, we set the goal to set out on a trip in our 27-foot Sea Ray cruiser through the waterways of the San Francisco Bay and the California Delta. We gave ourselves 21 days, ultimately longer than that, to complete the journey, crossing under 12 bridges, spending time at 8 yacht clubs, attending 3 festivals, and shopping 1 yacht show. You know us, we want to get ready for the next cruise out. Anyways, the nightmare started this past Sunday. It was about 4 p.m. We were making our way through a narrow body of water. Winds were blowing about 25 knots. We had been cruising underway for about 5 hours. Then with no warning, we lost power in both motors. Within about 30 seconds of that happening, the boat was being slammed up against a rock bank. I mean, we were basically toast. The tides were going out, and the entire starboard side of the boat was being relentlessly slammed back and forth on the rocks. It was pretty obvious that Sarah was starting to get pretty concerned. The look on her face is something I don't think I'll be forgetting anytime soon. But as the minutes ticked on with no change, I started to cringe. You could tell that the kids had managed to keep themselves busy, but here we were about 30 minutes into the ordeal, and it was pretty obvious that they understood what was happening and they understood the gravity of the situation. But after about an hour, we were finally able to get a tow off the rock bank, and then they towed us all the way back into the marina so we could slowly limp on back home so we could complete this journey. All right, home sweet home. I mean, or so I thought. Now we got part 2, all hands on deck. I mean, this is the phrase I'd be shouting come 2 a.m., Monday morning. But we're not at 2 a.m. yet. It's only 7 p.m. Sarah and the kids and I had just arrived safely at our next destination, 8 of 8 yacht clubs, baby. We did it. 21-day cruise out officially completed. We have made it to the last yacht club. Upon arriving at the dock, we promptly tied up. The dock was super rickety and obviously in need of repair. A fresh coat of paint that had just been applied obviously was not shielding it from the much needed maintenance. But the condition of the dock was quickly getting past us as Sarah and I immediately started taking inventory of the boat and any possible damage that was done while we were getting slammed up against those rocks.
We are at day 23. Everybody who checked out those last 2 blog posts, thanks so much for commenting and participating. And for some of you that decided to give me a call on the telephone, sorry if we had you concerned. That wasn't our intention. And here we are, like I said, day 23, and we are finally cruising back into our bay, back into our home bay here in the San Francisco Bay Area. We got where'd that lighthouse go? Boom, lighthouse back there, and slowly making our way into the no wake zone and into our home bay. So as some of you saw in those previous posts, and if you didn't see them, please go back and check it out. It's just quite an experience. But you know, we had set a goal for a 3-week cruise out. And I think it was about day 19, things became really questionable. And there was a couple points where Sarah and I were certain that the goal wasn't going to be achieved. We weren't sure what was going to happen. And just that not knowing became a huge concern, and it was a real gut check for Sarah and I. But it also was a huge learning experience. and picked up some valuable nuggets. And actually, speaking of nuggets, if any of you guys love boating and you're zooming through in your awesome jet ski boat or your wakeboard boat and you're going past a bridge, please slow down. You're not supposed to go faster than 5 miles an hour under a bridge. Somebody literally, just as we were coming back in, we had our last bridge, but the tide was low enough, no bridge needed to be lifted. We had 3 feet, and somebody goes flying through making a huge wake, and it picked up our boat by a good 2 feet. Anyways, I was glad I held off on making the post because right when that happened, I said, oh no. But anyways, we're really excited to be coming off of our 21, which turned into a 23-day cruise out, and excited to kind of get back to reality for a little bit. Like I said, we picked up a lot of nuggets, and that's essentially what we were doing, was preparing for a longer cruise out this summer with an anticipated goal of approximately a month. So anyways, like I said, coming back into our home bay here, back here in the San Francisco Bay Area. It's been quite a trip, and thanks a lot for those that interacted and stuff. Sarah and I were having a lot of fun, but kind of talking with people and sharing it with people makes it really fun. So, all right.
I got everything that money can't buy. A fishing hole and a Friday night. A million bright stars up in the sky. I got everything that money can't buy. Down home girl sitting to my left.